For centuries, the Shiva Lingam has stood as one of the most profoundly misunderstood, misinterpreted, and deliberately distorted icons in human history. To the casual Western tourist, the colonial-era academic, or the modern internet critic, this ancient symbol is routinely dismissed as nothing more than a primitive, phallic representation of fertility. Conversely, on modern social media platforms, the icon has fallen victim to a different kind of distortion. The rise of pseudoscientific sensationalism. We are told via viral videos that the Shiva Lingam is a literal, functioning nuclear reactor, emitting measurable radiation. Or that ancient temples were power plants, conducting high-voltage electricity. But what happens when we strip away both the reductionist colonial biases and the modern pseudoscientific fabrications? What happens when we approach this sacred icon with absolute academic integrity, rigorous scientific observation, and a precise linguistic analysis of the oldest texts known to humanity? When we analyze the Vedas, the Upanishads, and the Puranas, we discover something monumental. Our ancestors were not writing primitive mythology. Nor were they building modern machinery. They were encoding the fundamental mechanics of the cosmos into sacred geometry. The Shiva Lingam is a multi-layered mathematical, biological, and metaphysical blueprint. It is a structure that simultaneously maps the microscopic reality of cellular generation and the macroscopic evolution of our expanding multiverse. In this comprehensive investigation, we will decode the absolute truth of the Shiva Lingam. We will dismantle the myths, expose the fake science, explore the profound biological truths of Shiva-Shakti, and reveal how this ancient geometric architecture mirrors the cutting-edge tenets of theoretical physics and quantum mechanics. No fabrications, no pseudoscience, just pure scriptural evidence and observable natural reality. To understand the Shiva Lingam, we must first correct a massive linguistic error that occurred during the 18th and 19th centuries, when European scholars first attempted to translate Sanskrit texts into English. When encountering the word linga, scholars like Munir Williams and others translated it crudely, and exclusively, as phallus. This translation was born out of a Victorian obsession with modesty, and a complete lack of depth regarding Sanskrit grammar. In the sacred grammar of the Sanskrit language, the word linga does not mean an anatomical organ. Its literal, primary definition is a mark, a sign, a token, a characteristic, or a badge of distinction. That it is the defining feature, through which an unmanifested, invisible reality can be logically inferred. Let us look at classical Indian logic, or Nyaya Shastra. The standard example given by ancient logicians is simple: yatra yatra duma, tatra tatra vani. Wherever there is smoke, there is fire. In this equation, the smoke is defined as the linga of the fire. The smoke is the physical sign, the visible marker, that proves the existence of the hidden fire. Therefore, a linga is a bridge between the unseen potential and the seen reality. When applied to the divine, the Shiva Lingam means the sign of the auspicious one. It is the form assumed by that which has no form. It is the physical marker of the formless, boundless consciousness that underpins the entire universe. Now, let us look at the base upon which the lingam rests, the pitha, commonly referred to as the Yoni. In mundane language, Yoni refers to the female reproductive organ. But in Vedic science, its root definition is far grander. It means source, origin, matrix, nesting place, or place of birth, when the linga and the yoni are joined together in sacred iconography. It represents the grand genesis principle of nature. This is the ultimate cosmic duality. Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha, represented by the vertical column, is the masculine principle. It is pure, unmoving, unmanifested consciousness. It is the cosmic seed that holds the information, the blueprint, the laws of physics, and the potential energy of existence. Prakriti, represented by the horizontal base, is the feminine principle. It is dynamic matter, nature, energy. And the physical matrix. It is the cosmic womb that receives the blueprint of consciousness, and provides the material medium necessary for that blueprint to manifest into physical reality. Our ancestors did not shy away from the mechanics of creation, they sanctified them. They recognized that the exact same mathematical and energetic force that merges a sperm and an egg to create a single human life, is the exact same force that merges pure consciousness and primordial matter to launch a universe. It is the law of fractal reality, as high, so low. As within, so without. Let us now zoom out, from the microscopic domain of cellular biology, to the macroscopic scale of modern astrophysics. When we read the Linga Purana, and the Brahmanda Purana, the foremost, original lingam is described as being completely devoid of color, smell, taste, or physical boundaries. It is defined as the primordial seed of the Brahmanda. Let us break down that Sanskrit word. Brahma comes from the root brah, which means to expand, to grow, or to swell. Anda means an egg. Therefore, Brahmanda does not mean a static universe, it literally translates to the expanding cosmic egg. Long before modern astronomy discovered that our universe is expanding, the Vedic seers stated that all of existence emerged from a highly concentrated, hyperdense, infinitely hot, ellipsoidal point, called the Hiranyagarbha, the golden womb, or the primordial golden egg. Now, let us cross-reference this ancient cosmological model with modern observational astrophysics. In the 21st century, space agencies like NASA and the European Space Agency launched advanced satellites, including the WMAP, Wilkinson Microwave Anisotropy Probe, and the Planck satellite. Their mission was to map the oldest light in the universe, the cosmic microwave background radiation, which is the leftover thermal signature of the Big Bang, when these multi-billion-dollar satellites compiled their data and mapped the entire boundary of our observable universe onto a two-dimensional grid. What was the exact geometric shape of that map? It was a perfect ellipsoid, an unmistakable, pristine egg shape. The physical architecture of a traditional Shiva Lingam, specifically the highly sacred Banalingams found naturally polished by the hydraulic forces of the Nirmada River, is an exact, three-dimensional geometric scale model of the observable universe. The vertical axis of the lingam represents the direction of cosmic expansion, the axis along which space-time unfolds. The surrounding horizontal base represents the gravitational grid, the spatial fabric, and the field of dark matter that cradles, contains, and stabilizes that expansion. The ancient seers were handing us a geometric key to the cosmos. They were demonstrating that the universe is self-contained, geometrically balanced, expanding from a singular seed, and bound to eventually collapse back into that very same seed.
To uncover the deepest scriptural roots of this structure, we must travel back thousands of years before the construction of any stone temple, back to the oldest layers of human literature, the Vedas. In the Atharva Veda, Book 10, Hymn 7, we find a magnificent cosmological hymn dedicated entirely to the Skamba, or the Stamba. The Skamba is described as the infinite, eternal cosmic pillar that penetrates all worlds, supports the heavens, stabilizes the earth, and holds the fabric of space-time together. The Vedic verses ask, in which part of this Skamba does the past, the present, and the infinite future reside? Where does creation begin, and where does it dissolve? Centuries later, the Puranas translated this profound Vedic metaphysical concept into a dramatic allegorical narrative known as the Lingadbhava, the manifestation of the pillar of light. According to the Shiva Mahapurana, there was an epoch before the physical universe was ordered, where Brahma, the personification of the creative, expansive force, and Vishnu, the personification of the preserving, stabilizing force, were locked in a fierce, egoistic dispute over who was supreme. Suddenly, breaking through the cosmic chaos, a cataclysmic, unmeasurable pillar of pure, blazing fire and radiant energy erupted between them. This pillar was infinite. It pierced through the deepest abysses of the underworld and extended far beyond the highest reaches of the heavens. Intrigued and humbled, Brahma took the form of a swan and flew upward for eons to find its peak, while Vishnu took the form of a boar and dug downward for eons to find its base. Both returned exhausted, defeated, and humbled, realizing that this pillar had no beginning, no middle, and no end. When we strip away the mythological imagery, what is this scriptural allegory telling us, from a scientific perspective? Brahma represents the outward, repulsive force of expansion, what modern physics might compare to dark energy, or the inflationary force of creation. Vishnu represents the inward, attractive force of mass, structure, and gravity, the preserving force that keeps planets in orbit, and galaxies bound together. Shiva's stamba represents the absolute, infinite continuum of space-time, and pure, unmanifested energy, from which both expansion and contraction arise. The Puranas were explicitly demonstrating that the forces of creation and preservation are finite, localized phenomena, operating within an infinite, boundless fabric of cosmic energy. Consider the explicit declaration found within the Skanda Purana. In the vocabulary of modern theoretical physics, this is the precise definition of a gravitational singularity, a point of infinite density and zero volume where the known laws of space and time break down completely, from which the entire cosmos originally emerged during the Big Bang, and into which everything must inevitably collapse at the end of a cosmic cycle. Now, let us step out of the realms of abstract cosmology and theoretical physics, and look directly at the engineering, architecture, and daily rituals performed inside ancient Indian temples. Why are these icons carved into this exact shape? Why are they placed within tight, windowless stone chambers? And what is the actual, verifiable science behind the continuous pouring of liquids, like water, milk, and oils? First, let us forcefully dismantle the widespread internet myth that Shiva Lingams are ancient nuclear reactors emitting radioactive waves, and that water is poured over them as a coolant. This claim is entirely unscientific, false, and dangerous to the credibility of Sanatana Dharma. Ancient temple stones do not contain enriched uranium or plutonium, and they do not emit ionizing radiation. The true science of the Shiva Lingam lies in two very real, observable, and measurable branches of physics: acoustic resonance and piezoelectricity. Traditional, highly energized Shiva Lingams are never made from ordinary clay or soft sandstone. They are meticulously carved from specific varieties of high-density, igneous rocks, predominantly black granite, basalt, or specialized metamorphic stones sourced from specific magnetic zones, such as the riverbeds of central India. Black granite is a material that possesses an incredibly high concentration of crystalline quartz. On a molecular level, quartz crystals exhibit a profound property known in materials science as piezoelectricity. When a piezoelectric material is subjected to mechanical stress, thermal fluctuations, acoustic vibrations, or pressure, its internal crystalline structure shifts, generating a subtle, measurable localized electrical charge, and a localized electromagnetic field. Now, consider the architecture of the Garbhagriha, the innermost womb chamber of an ancient temple. It is a small, heavy, windowless cube constructed of thick, interlocking granite blocks, completely devoid of sound-absorbing materials. This is not a primitive design, it is a highly sophisticated acoustic resonance chamber. When priests and devotees gather inside this stone chamber, and continuously chant high-frequency, rhythmic Sanskrit mantras, such as the primordial syllable, Aum, or the complex frequencies of the Maha Mrityunjaya mantra, something remarkable happens. The unique ellipsoidal, parabolic dome shape of the Shiva Lingam acts as an acoustic amplifier and reflector. Instead of scattering the sound waves, the curved surface captures the acoustic energy, concentrates it, and reflects it back into the room. These continuous, intense sound wave vibrations strike the quartz-heavy granite stone of the lingam. This acoustic pressure, combined with the thermal variations of the environment, activates the piezoelectric properties of the rock, generating a highly ordered, low-frequency electromagnetic field within the sanctum. Why then is water or milk continuously dripped over the top of the lingam via a suspended vessel called a Dharapatra? This ritual serves a double purpose in fluid dynamics and thermodynamics. First, the continuous flow of water acts as a thermal stabilizer, maintaining the dense stone at a highly constant, stable temperature, preventing the microcrystalline structure of the quartz from fracturing due to heat variations. Second, water is a polar molecule, and a highly effective conductor of electromagnetic energy. As the running water cascades down the smooth, curved surface of the lingam, It absorbs the subtle acoustic vibrations and the localized electromagnetic charges generated by the crystal structures of the stone. When the water reaches the base, it flows out through a dedicated exit. Channel is Tirtham. When devotees drink this water, or sit silently within the highly resonant, electromagnetically ordered field of the Garbhagriha, they are not participating in blind superstition. They are exposing their human nervous systems to a scientifically engineered environment designed to lower cortisol levels, reduce stress, align brainwave frequencies into the calming alpha and theta states, and induce a profound state of biological equilibrium. When we look past the surface interpretations, the mistranslations, and the modern internet fabrications, we are left with a truth that is infinitely more spectacular than fiction. The Shiva Lingam is not a primitive idol, nor is it a forgotten machine. It is a profound, timeless monument to the absolute unity of all existence. It is simultaneously the microscopic genetic seed and the macroscopic cosmic egg. It is the biological womb of nature and the mathematical fabric of our expanding multiverse. It is the physical anchor, where the finite material world of Shakti bows in absolute reverence to the boundless, infinite, unmanifested consciousness of Shiva. By examining the precise grammar of the Sanskrit language, the ancient verses of the Vedas, and the geometric structures of our universe, we realize that the ancient seers of Sanatana Dharma were not writing fairy tales. They were advanced cosmic physicists, who possessed a deep, intuitive understanding of the laws of nature, encoding their discoveries into timeless spiritual symbols that could survive for thousands of years. The next time you enter a temple and stand before a Shiva Lingam, look past the stone. Look past the rituals, see the entire cosmos, from the smallest cell to the farthest galaxy, reflecting right back at you.